Okay. Hey, Kitty.
Hello, hello.
What's up? How are you?
Another wonderful life.
Another wonderful life. You look good. Look at you shining.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Just got back inside from working outside.
Yes. In the got rained on a little bit.
Got rained on a little bit. Got rained out a little bit.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
But that's okay because we're here.
Always something to do. Always something to create.
Mm-hmm.
I figured I've been wanting to make some oatmeal cookies.
Yes.
So there's a nice time to just have a little get to know me.
Yeah.
You know, have a little talk and make some cookies.
Yeah. Well, first, what kind of oatmeal cookies? Because I know you like to put some little.
I do experiment. I don't think that far ahead. Let's see, what do we got? We got granola. I like granola. Some granola and oatmeal cookies.
Okay.
Delicious.
That's a
If we had
great start.
tropical trail mix. I don't know. That might be a little lengthy.
A little too experimental.
That might. Well, no, I've tried it.
Okay.
I've done it, and it's just a little.
Yeah.
Trail mix and oatmeal cookie.
Got a little bite to it.
It just sometimes they just don't blend. So coconut's always good.
Coconut is a good, yeah.
Is there something that you like in your cookies?
No. Not particularly, but well, I mean, pecans. You can't ever go wrong personally with pecans.
I appreciate your opinion.
You know? But I was wait, what about are you allergic to pecans?
No.
Or
I like candied pecans.
oh. Like chocolate covered? What's a candy?
Like candied, like cinnamon,
Oh.
crusted. Sometimes you put like a caramel or taffy or something on it.
Oh, interesting. I don't think I ever had a candy. No, that's a lie. I just don't remember having a candy.
If you've gone to these markets where they have all the dry goods and the bins,
I've had a candy.
you've had. You've had one.
I feel like I even had a candy salted. Like, you know.
They got all kinds of flavors now.
Wow. So we're going to watch you cook a little bit and we're going to do a little get to know you.
Yay.
Okay. So, yeah. Who are you? Who
This is the ultimate question, right?
Yes.
Oh my God, the journey that I have been on. Who I thought I was.
And let's answer both. Who did you think you was and who are you now?
Well, where do you start? Who I used to be was a very angry cis man, and now I am not. Now I am a very happy two-spirit, currently inhabiting female form. And loving life.
Yeah.
And in these hard times where people are frowning upon us for being a little bit different, it makes it even more important to shine and be out there, be seen. So that's what I'm doing, and that's why I'm here, because I want to show the world that what it is. There is another destiny. There is another path. There is something beyond all this fear that is being poured out there. And what better way to do it than to completely inhabit it?
Yeah.
So that's my goal. That's what I'm doing. And that's what I try to bring to everything that I create.
Yeah. And you look good doing it.
Thank you. I think, there's one thing to be... Well, there's a lot of things to be said. But I find it very interesting that as soon as I realized how I really wanted to move, how I really wanted to inhabit this body, how it shaped itself to be more the vision of how I see it. When I was always trying to be man enough and struggle with that you know, I put a lot of force and I put a lot of weight, I put a lot of attention on trying to be big enough and manly enough and intimidating enough so that nobody would mess with me and whatnot. And that your body exudes that, your body, your aura, everything creates that, and icky. I don't want to do that no more.
Yeah.
And when I realized, you know, that I wanted to be softer, that I wanted to be, that I was, you know, that I just had forgotten, had turned it off
Yeah.
because of society and all these nasty pressures. Now that I realize there's more to me than trying to fit in to what society wants me to be, I have found happiness. I have found a chosen family that loves me for who I am, and that's an amazing thing. Happy.
Yeah, and what does that softness like look like, feel like to you? When you said you found the softness, what was the part of like the inner maybe turmoil, or you know, that or just the journey that got you into being like, oh, actually, I'll soak into this a bit more, or were you thrown? Like what's?
Oh, like most of my adventures, you know, they're just right. The universe speaks. It is usually an echo of an adventure, of a decision, of a stance that I made back in 2020. I made a political stance with my company, the International Union of Operating Engineers. They had that COVID mandate, that vaccine mandate. And I served my country. I'm proud of my service as a Marine. But I gave those years of my life to this country because I believe in freedom. And it's complete freedom. Freedom over your body. And that means if you want to have an abortion, if you want to be different gender, if you want to smoke, or if you don't want to shoot up, or whatever, your body is your body. And so I made a political stance, and I got terminated for it. Even I have the recording, but in the last discussion, my supervisor was telling me that I had done nothing wrong. I was a model employee, and that he was not calling everybody like this. But still, even giving me that specific grace and knowing that I did not agree. And there was a number of different avenues that I could have used, taken a religious waiver or whatnot, but I felt that was a disservice. So
Yeah.
I have to stand up for what I believe in, and a lot of the time, you know, there's a price to be paid for standing on your morals. So, unfortunately, I was terminated. And, you know, it had nothing to do at all with the vaccination whatsoever. It had to do with the fact that people were not being given a choice. And once you submit to your government injecting you with whatever the hell they want, however they want, you know, that's a slippery slope. And so, you know, it was really hard because it was considered a conservative stance. As one hell of a liberal, as one hell of an individual. I don't like those terms. I might lean a little more liberal, but I'm a realist. I'm a pirate. You know, if it makes sense, that's where we're gonna go.
Right.
So, and for me, you know, freedom for everybody is the most important thing. So,
Yeah.
I made the stance. I lost my job. Lost my kids. Started drinking a lot. And then I lost the will to live. And just during stretching, one morning, I just gave up. And I opened myself to the universe, and I said out loud, I was like, fine, I'm done. You can do with me what you want.
Yeah.
And as soon as that happened, my arms shot up into the sky, and there was this bright light, and I got this warmth all over my body, and I felt this person on my chest, and she was crying. And she had jet black hair, and she was sobbing uncontrollably. And she hadn't been loved, and she hadn't been allowed to be who she wanted to be. And we just held each other there and cried. It wasn't until later that I realized that was my feminine side. That was me. That was the universe giving me perspective. You know, when you erase everything and you reboot, you don't know what the fuck's gonna come up. So that was pretty interesting. It was funny because at that exact moment, I just went to my wife at the time and I was like, hey, by the way, I just realized I'm gay. So. But, you know, it turns out to be much more complicated than those terms, but for somebody who had never experienced anything like that or even considered the fact that I might be lying to myself. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, because you told me, I remember some reflection about when you were raised as a kid, you were so many mannerisms you were taught not to do, or like this, you don't do this, you don't flick your wrist. I remember that being a specific thing.
Oh, I remember the specific when my dad pulled me to the side and he was like, mira, no haces eso, mira. You cannot break your wrist. You gotta never break your wrist because you're gonna get your butt kicked because they're gonna think you're gay. So I was like, well, shoot, okay. So.
And how many men I watch unconsciously do that? It's really funny. I'm just like, I just watch some of their mannerisms. Even when we be outside, I'm just like, it body move.
It gets to a bigger thing, which just I believe that there is no black and white. There is no gay or not gay. We're all spectrums down. There's a gradation of where you are on that spectrum,
right?
How much you enjoy it or open to it or like it or whatnot. And I've ran into so many people, like kickball was a great experience to all of a sudden just be thrown into a whole new culture that I did not know anything about. And just to meet so many different people from different spectrums who just inhabit their body how they want, how they feel. There's a couple friends who run exactly like me, but are straight as can be, and that's okay, right? There's no nothing.
Because it's all just assigning a label to yourself anyway.
Right. Oh, labels. Don't get me started on labels. We separate ourselves so much. We spend so much time trying to separate ourselves, whether it's the color of our skin, our favorite sports team, or freaking sexual orientation, or God, sweet Mary Mother. It's ridiculous. we spend so much time separating ourselves instead of thinking about all the things that bring us together, things that the similarities and the way we raise our kids, love, appreciation of art, food. Oh my God, food! Man, that's one thing I cannot wait to do.
Because you
travel,
you are cooking
eat some good food. That the amount of like intention that some cultures put from scratch, you know, like the yeast that they develop on their own, that little jar on the their counter, you know, a little bit of la madre, you know, into your food and a salad or something. It's like,
I just watched coconut oil being made, and I was just like, what? This is, what? Can I make coconut oil every day?
You know?
If this is how it's made.
So I think just like any kind of art, which making food is an art, of course, you know, so much love, so much energy, so much intention can be put into it. And you, yeah, it's a beautiful thing. But anyways, still trying to get started to cook here. But you know, it is what it is.
It is what it is. We are here.
We are here, and there is no shouldas. We never try it.
You shouldn't shit all
Shit
over,
all over
yourself. This is true. This is true.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just having fun.
Yeah. So what is this newness that's being birthed? What are you birthing?
Oh, so many birthings. The newness. Oh, so we are launching on Patreon. Kitty Creates is the new entity. We went from Rusted West, who was the iteration of the strong, enduring, hard ass, whatever. I don't know.
Right.
I mean, you know, I used to always get some funny comments about the truck, the Ram that I have that has steel horns that shoot fire. The epitome of masculinity, I think. Look how big mine are. That's so big. Look at the horns on that. Oh man. Overcompensating is an understatement. I don't know. I was trying so hard to hide for myself. But as I figured out, and as I am changing, and as I have realized who I am, and getting closer to who I truly am, that vehicle in its iteration no longer serves. I think it's time to retire the old girl and move on to the next chapter. Thinking a unicorn. Unicorn sounds about right, with some long flowy hair. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, so as you drive, you know that mane is just flashing in the air.
My goodness.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. So we'll see, and that's all going to depend on viewer participation.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, all of these things take money.
It takes money.
So
Resources.
if you help out, sign up, become a member, whatnot. We have multiple platforms all over the place. We are going to do as much as we can to bring as much fun and love to every corner of the damn trannyverse.
Yeah.
What we're going to start doing here is recruiting. Recruiting for the future. The future of love here in the trannyverse.
What can you tell the people about love? Go finish your thought. I'll keep that question.
I've gotten tired of this this game, this system, this BS. This country has been lying to us our whole lives. Everything is a lie. I don't like it. So I'm taking my kickball and I'm going to start my own game. This is the Trannyverse. And in this Trannyverse, we will be fighting for truth, justice, and the queer way. That's what we're doing. So I'm putting all my energy, all my love, and all my resources. I am talking to the ancestors. I am calling to the future, and I'm saying, let's change this shit. I am sick and tired of this dystopia mindset. All these individuals, everybody's so scared, running around with this concept of not having enough. And it's ridiculous.
And not being enough.
And not being enough, right? It all comes from the same thing, right? So it's time to change for all of us to come together and want a utopia and design a utopia and head towards that area. And why the hell not? All it takes is all of us wanting it. That's all. That is all.
And I feel like I feel the glimmer, the spark plugs.
Yes, yes, like when you're shaking,
Yeah.
and it's just a little.
Yeah.
We're getting it started.
Yeah.
We're getting it started.
Yeah.
And it's not like it's not a weed, right? It's not an individual thing.
Exactly.
The whole universe, the whole Trannyverse, every country, every person out there feels the energy, feels the building up. Look at these goosebumps, my hair standing up. Everybody feels what's going on. Everybody's struggling. Everybody's hurting. Everybody's worried. And they should be, because it is a pivotal point
Yeah.
in our existence.
Yeah, it is.
And, you know, we can cower and we can fear, or we can be queer. And we
Yeah.
can fucking change some shit. We can decide, no, we don't want to play your BS game. We don't want to play by those crappy rules.
Yeah.
We're starting a new game.
Yep.
And all it takes is for all of us to find our freak flags. That thing that you freaking sparks your interest, that art, that passion, that fire, that, whatever it is. That's what you're meant to do. That's what you're meant to put your emphasis into. That's where you have existed before. You know, there's always a drive, there's an energy, there's an aura, there's a thing that is driving us towards where we need to be. And just being able to listen to that, unfortunately, in this society has become a freaking impossibility. But it's by design. The amount of stress, the amount of turmoil that they put into our brains, you don't have the time to reflect.
It's okay.
You don't have time. You know, it's messed up.
Yeah.
And it's time to change it.
Yeah.
It's time to change it.
Yeah. Go back to what life was really about. The simplicity of living.
The simplicity of living. Couldn't have said it better myself. Exactly that.
That is a portal.
That's important. Yeah.
One of the many.
It's about finding what really matters. And putting your emphasis into that. Right now, we value cash. We value paper. We value profits over people. And that is not a recipe for happy living for anybody.
Right.
And as they monetize every little thing, every resource, everything becomes a commodity. We all end up suffering.
Yeah, we do.
There are individuals on the kickball team that play to win. And when I heard about kickball, I got so excited because I thought of grade school. And you know how silly it was. Just a big bouncy ball and trying to control it, trying to catch it was ridiculous. I was so excited to just go and have fun and play. And it was for first few seasons, but as a lot of what has gone on in society, it has poured into kickball too, and that is unfortunate. Just this concept of there always having to be a loser.
Yeah.
You know, this concept of you have to play. The reason you play is to win.
You have to have an outcome at the
You
end.
have to. Wait, but no. This is, for me, it was a very strange concept. It's like, no, the whole point of playing is to have fun. Right? That's why it's called playing.
Okay, kitty.
Hello, hello.
Hello. You got a little blue light on ya.
Sweet.
You're looking good.
Aw, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's very important to look good while you're making cookies. Mm-hmm. It's all about the intention.
Mm-hmm.
Bring the bling to the yummy.
Yeah. So what we got going on now?
Since we got rained out a little bit on our little walk around the yard adventure,
Yeah.
and I've been wanting to make some cookies, figured now would be a good time to go ahead and
Make those cookies.
make those cookies and have a little talk with my good friend Shay.
Yes. We are here.
We are here and we are loving life.
Mm-hmm.
Because every day above ground is a wonderful day.
Yes, it is.
Flour, oats, salt, flour.
Oh, some salt is in there?
A little bit of salt.
Okay.
Yeah, I only used half of what they asked for. I did a double batch,
Okay.
but I only used half of what they say. Cause, yeah, salt.
Mm-hmm. You don't want salty cookies.
You don't want a salty cookie. Everything salt. Salt makes everything. Really brings out the flavor.
Mm-hmm.
But it can very easily be overpowering too.
Yeah. Hear that.
It's delicate. I know you. These sticks of butter you're supposed to let soften for a few hours, and they've been sitting on the counter for how many days now?
Ha!
I'm like, I've been trying to make cookies for a while.
And that's the pirate way.
That's the pirate way, you know. Sometimes it
Hey,
takes a while.
you know.
You get there when you get there.
You get there. And the important part is that you get there.
Important part is getting there.
Yeah.
The important part is the journey. It's having fun.
I agree.
Fun along the way.
Yeah, I actually agree. Because it's all about processes.
Processes.
And being in that's what I'm learning kind of in life. It's like being in the process. Like, I mean, you don't know what you don't know until you go through the process of it. It's not just it's kind of like this thing of how we measure success even. It's like we're like success as if it's like an endpoint, and it's always has been about the process. And then what's successful to us, like.
And what was the end result? What did you think was success? Was it truly success, or was the success something different?
Exactly.
Was it exactly what you intended, or did you end up, instead of making the accomplishment, did you meet somebody new? Did you find a new story? Did you figure out something new about yourself? So even in the journey, if the destination isn't where you want it to be at the end result, but you're better, I can almost guarantee you'll be better off for it.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's about the journey.
It's about the journey. Yeah.
Not the destination.
I believe that. It kind of makes me think about patience and how that plays a part in all of our journeys. What has patience taught you, or what is it teaching you? Yeah.
Patience. It's just even the concept of time. Time, we think, travels so slowly, but as you get closer to the end, it speeds up. So it seems. You're always waiting. You can't wait when you're young to get to where you want to be, to accomplish that mission, that goal that you wanted to, because somebody told you that's what success was.
Yeah.
But then you get there and you're like, wait a minute, why am I still not happy?
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's because you weren't chasing the right dream. You're chasing somebody else's dream.
Somebody else's. You took that thought out of my brain just now. Yeah, and some people aren't even like awakened to the fact that they're chasing someone else's dream, too.
Well, it's by design, right? I mean, we're told right from the get-go. I was on the apprenticeship board for International Union of Operating Engineers, and I talked to a number of people who had gone through college and worked out in their field for a number of years, and finally realized that they weren't happy, that it was something that they did not want to do. And the whole concept of trying to figure out what you want to do at 18, you're like, oh yeah, go ahead, go to college, go figure it out. Yeah, it'll be alright, no.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, doesn't work that way. The majority of people were disillusioned with what their industry actually was. And yeah, so how many people are out there working in fields that they have a degree in something completely different?
Yeah, a lot.
And still have all that debt. It's a scam. It's a system. It's unfortunately it doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
And it's nobody's. Well, I don't want to say it's nobody's fault. But, it's by design. But this generation and people in the workforce right now, they don't have hope of retiring. They don't have hope of getting to those golden years or doing any kind of traveling. They're just barely making ends meet.
Right.
So
this is true.
Something needs to change.
Yeah, drastically. And it is.
And it is, we've got an opportunity to do something different. I think we shall.
Yeah.
Through, I think, everyone working together, we will be able to accomplish whatever goals we want.
Yeah.
All we have to do is, as an artist, I've always loved fixing problems, making what I wanted from the things that were around me.
Yeah.
You know, and you can do the same thing.
Yeah.
The same concept, the same scientific method, the same way of figuring out what the problem is. Okay, looking at it from an objective frame of mind. Finding other situations and or civilizations and or people who have tried it, done it, and seen what works out there. There's plenty of cultures that have done one thing or two things correctly. You know, nobody's got the win on a perfect society, but we can get close to it as close as we want.
Yeah.
You know, all we have to do is make the decision as a people, all together, come together and be like, you know, we want better.
Yeah.
We want better. And now's the time to do it.
Yeah.
The energy is building for something to happen, and it's time for something good to happen. And I'm sick and tired of doing all in my job. I was always helping 1, 2, 50, you know, small amounts of people. You know, we negotiate contracts, and yes, it's we were getting good at better and better contracts. The problem is that as the contracts get better for our members, the rest of society is continuing to deteriorate.
Yeah.
The middle class is still there. They're still struggling. They're barely holding on, but they're trying to point them towards the other individuals who aren't making it right now. Individuals who have chosen to see exactly what is transpiring, and you know, there is very little hope for a large portion of the population to be able to reach any kind of retirement age. Our country has lied to us repeatedly.
Yeah.
They're poisoning us.
Let's talk
They're
about
using
that.
technology against us. You know, what are we going to do? Either you're going to come together, do something better, and that's what I want to do. That's what we're doing here. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do better. We're going to show the world. You know, somebody has been talking a lot of smack about our kind. And just lies upon lies. And it's time to go ahead and show the rest of the world the truth of what it is to be queer, to be loving, to be trans, to be other. And that's what we got going on here. I don't know. Open up my heart, open up my house, open up my soul, so that everybody can see what it is, truly, to be a loving, hardworking, queer, all-American tranny. That's what I got going on. That's what I'm gonna do. That's who I am. And I will fight for all my brothers and sisters and everything wonderful in between.
Mm-hmm.
It's time for us to band together and create a better world.
Yeah.
But in this trannyverse, we can do that.
Mm-hmm.
We can make a better tomorrow just by deciding. You know how? We're going to bring hippies back. Oh, we're bringing hippies back. We're going to be making love, not war.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
You know, I was reading earlier today how an orgasm is the opposite of trauma.
Oh.
Trauma causes you to clench, causes you to tighten, causes you to withdraw, to bring in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas an orgasm brings you to release, brings you to another plane,
Yeah.
makes you forget about your pain. You know, it has been there. It's
Yeah.
a self-calming device, and it's been stolen from us.
Yeah.
You know, not only are they taking away our rights out in public, but have taken our rights to pleasure. Our rights to ourselves have been stolen from us over the years.
Aw, you look so nice in this pink and blue light.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Welcome to the Trannyverse.
Welcome back to the Trannyverse,
Mm-hmm.
where truth, justice, for all actually mean a goddamn thing.
It actually means something.
It's so sad to live in an existence right now where,
Everything is
Words.
being questioned.
well, words mean nothing.
Mm,
You know, they talk about freedom, they talk about justice, they talk about all this stuff, and it's the opposite.
Mm-hmm. It really and truly is.
Yeah,
In those people's eyes,
right.
the people who think they own the world,
Yes, and who want to own the
who
world.
want to literally own.
Yes.
Like, what does it mean to you to own something? Like, what does it even mean to own?
The whole concept, right, of possession.
Mm-hmm.
I like to think of just the full concept of matter and reality.
Mm.
Of how we're all made up of the same stardust, we're all made up of the same. And the latest concept is that there is nothing without thought. So if we weren't here to think about, or know about, or to witness, then it wouldn't actually exist.
Mm.
And so then, what a conundrum that we're so attached to all these things that we have created that, that actually don't exist, but it's just us playing with ourselves.
Mm-hmm. It makes me think of conversations around color, like in terms of like the colors that we see, like just because a palette called the rainbow has been created, it does not mean that those are the only colors that exist. Just because the decibels that our ears are able to hear certain sounds,
Right.
like that's been proven in all of the animals that we all experience hearing at a different frequency.
Yep.
And that there's so many sounds.
And hearing, sight, smells, the way that dogs smell is practically like vision, you know?
Right.
It's like, yeah, there's so many different perceptions of reality, of how we see the world. And it just comes down to that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think really what everybody wants, if we want to boil it down to one commonality, is people just want to know the truth.
Yeah.
People just want to know what's really going on,
Mm-hmm.
who really wants to help me, and who really wants to not help me. Just simple.
And want to feel that they're important, like what they feel or say or do like matters, and that is of some significance or contribution to the larger framework of our existence, I guess, too.
It brings me back to this concept that you had talked about, simple living. You know, and what does that mean? My father never wanted to be in the management position. They always wanted to make him a foreman because he always knew what was going on. But he's like, why would I take on so much more stress for such a little bit more money? It's like, why? It just makes no sense. So,
Every time a job says that to me or does that, I laugh. Like, who? And first of all, getting into that makes me think about the concept of dream jobs. Why did we start putting dream with job? Who dreams the job?
what's your dream slavery necklace? This year
Like,
we
for
have
real.
the diamond studded ball and chain for your slavery to the system.
Next year we'll have the diamond studded glove. You can wear them to work. Wear them with your work outfit. Be happy when you come in town. Doing what we tell you to do.
Play the game, play the game, play the game.
That is interesting. Oh, let's take a look.
Yes.
Yes, I see.
Pretty, pretty.
Yes. Yay.
All right.
The cookies are in the oven.
Cookies are in the oven. Get to start smelling the smell of oatmeal cookies cooking. That's the best.
You know, one story we didn't really get into that I'm curious about
What's
is
that?
your introduction and world into cooking.
I guess that was the one aspect of what was considered femininity or a female's job back when I was growing up, back in the day. Yeah, I love to cook. My mom let me cook with her. And there was just always a love of, I've always had an artistic bone, right? And it's just to be able to create, whether it's assembling flour and oats and salt, or metal, steel and bolts, or asking the right questions and bringing the right people in to solve the right problem. It's all the same thing. It's just a matter of, like I was saying before, finding the problem, finding out how to fix it, and fixing it. That's it. It's that simple. The problem you run into in this society is someone's always trying to make a buck out of it. Someone's always trying to save a buck. Someone's always trying to take a buck from somebody else. How can I monetize this thing? And that's where the problems lie. That's why our government doesn't work. That's why there needs to be a change.
Yeah.
Because fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Why are we doing this?
Yeah,
Why are we
exactly.
feeding a system that has no intention on keeping us safe? Unfortunate, but you know, it can be so much better. It can be so much better. And you know, we can get there.
Yeah. Yeah.
We can
And and how did what sparked how you put love into what you share in your food? Or did it just come natural and
it does.
it blossomed or something?
It does feel a little natural as far as it being a love language for me. I love to feed people. I love to cook a good meal for my friends, my family. So inherently, I mean, to nourish a body, to nourish a soul, to help sustain their existence. I mean, let's get down to it. It is an art form. It is a blessing. It is it is love,
It is love.
right? And I think you can taste that if you do it right. If you're trying,
You can definitely taste love.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I feel like you need to teach some of these restaurants.
Well, again, it goes back to the same thing because they have to deal with profit margins and dealing with all these kind of BSs instead of the fundamentals of the reason why they became a freaking cook, and that is to create good food. Fortunately, you can go heavily off the rails and over regulate situations and just make it to a point where big businesses are the only ones that can facilitate in that kind of ecosystem.
Yeah.
So it's another game system.
Yeah.
You know, if it was truly a safe, level playing field, everybody would have a chance. You know, but we put so much emphasis into these large corporations who maximize profits over people and over taste, over substance, and we end up eating, red dye number 5 and sodium glutamate and corn syrup.
I might be addicted to all of them.
We probably all are.
It's wild to think.
But it's that special additive, that musical, wonderful plastic.
Yeah. I'm like, they make plastic sound like it tastes good. And then we just be like, oh, was I eating plastic the whole time?
The whole time.
Whatever. I'll just keep eating. I've heard literally people in my family tell me, well, it hasn't killed me since I started eating it. So what's the harm in continuing? Like, I'm going to die anyway. Like, that is some crazy logic.
We have to rationalize sustaining being conscious in this world, in this existence, in the silliness of this society. Why do we continue to feed a broken system?
Yeah, that's my thing too is in with everything that's happening right now. Some people will still like do the same thing they will do until I feel like the very end. Is it till their very end to whatever? I feel like some people are so stuck into the mundane cog and repetition that it's kind of it's a lot of scary to watch and hear and witness people be diehard about something that ultimately is not serving them.
It's the devil, right? A lot of people they don't see any potential difference, so they have to argue to hold on to the last vestiges of their regular life, the old way of things going. We see in society, we see everywhere else in the world that they're waking up, and we're struggling here, trying to wake up too, but that's why they're clamping down so hard, is because people are waking up. So,
and I feel like people are dancing right now because of the unknown of what a new way of doing things can look like. It's like, well, I'm not 100% happy, but I'm like 49.
Yeah. It's like, well, but I can still go have a beer. Yeah, you can have a beer and you can have a steak for like a little bit more time. But if all things continue, there's only a matter of time. We're marching towards that cliff.
And then one day you wake up, you eating a steak in a concentration camp. And you're like, well, I still got my steak and beer, though.
Right?
Like, what?
No. But yeah, when you look into the future and you don't like what you see, some people will decide that they really don't see it. Well, it can't be real. It can't be real. It's not, no. And it won't make the transition any easier
Yeah.
It's just going to be a cold turkey slap in the face for some people. And
like an uppercut. Like
surprise.
like yeah, and I think in terms of that kind of movement makes me think of when I grew up having to always evacuate from hurricanes. And some people would just, they will be like, well, if this is my time because I'm staying in my house. I'm not moving. I am not leaving. I am not packing up and moving my stuff. And that was always, I didn't realize the risk so much as a kid. I'm like, my mama used to have to explain to me like, no, we leaving. But like when we come back, we could possibly come back to our house flattened, our everything that you have. This is what, like, she used to tell me, like, okay, take one or two things that you really like, that you really value, kind of thing. But I didn't realize that was connected to, because you might not literally see
the rest of your stuff ever again.
And so many people live through that real reality. So do you think that, like, people who go through experiences losing everything compared to people who've been given stuff their whole life, it differs?
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Oh my goodness. We're nothing but our schemas, our damage, the things that have happened to us. We're an amalgamation of all those things.
Mm-hmm.
So naturally, our perspectives are skewed by how we were raised, by our opportunities, and by the color of our skin sometimes. Not just opportunities, there's any number of preconceived notions that people make judgments on. But definitely, myself grew up one of six in a working class family. There was always struggle. There was always food. We always had what we need. We always had what we needed. But I distinctly remember Christmases where my mom would pull us aside and be like, "Hey, this year was hard. You might get a little bit of stuff from Christmas. Don't say nothing."
Mm-hmm. Right.
So that makes a lot of difference in how you're raised and your appreciation of things. I think it can go any number of ways, and it's not a predetermined outcome how a person is going to come or turn out solely by where they come. I've met great people in every walk of life. I've got to live with some of the most giving people I've ever met who just happened to be racist. It was a strange paradigm, and which led to many interesting conversations. But all said and done, probably the most giving people that I've met. But it's not one does not denote the other. In the heart of hearts, I think everybody is essentially a good person. We just all have our own damage, and sometimes the damage that we've been raised in puts specific glasses on us that we do not know. Mm-hmm. We talked about vision, how everybody sees things. Well, it's not just, to see a thing is not just with your eyes, it's how you interpret things, how you experience other people. All those things are determined by how you were raised. At some point, if you're lucky, and you've done all the hard shadow work and research and looked in on yourself and got to know yourself and really got rid of all those preconceived notions, that's where we should all be. That's where we should hope to try and get to, is a place where we can at least be able to hear somebody and understand exactly what they're saying. Mm-hmm. That's the hardest part of communicating, of being around, of being in a society. I thought a lot about one of our conversations where you're talking about how in England how there's less vehicles, and how in America, road trips are a thing, and it was all about the individualism that has been manufactured here in America. The pull yourself up by the bootstraps mentality is good if we're all pulling everybody else's bootstraps around us, with us. It's not about whether you can make it as an individual. It's, how many people are you taking with you? Are you helping your community? Are you helping everybody around you? Or are you stepping on top of them to try and get to the top?
Crabs in a bucket.
Crabs in a bucket.
That's so real. And it kind of made me think about how I was in a humanities class, and I had a professor that brought an interesting take on. She basically was saying that she actually believed that as much as there can be people who are born to contribute good to the world, there can also be people born to contribute the exact opposite. What is your take on that? Or how do you, because I thought that was interesting, and I'm just like, I don't know that she's right, I don't know that she's wrong, I don't know that there needs to be a right or wrong, but the concept of I feel like I personally believe also that there is goodness in everyone. It doesn't necessarily mean that people know how to navigate towards turning that goodness on, or however, what comes to mind when I say that?
I think that primarily, the majority of people have an intention of wanting to do good. No one ever, I think that there's a very small population of society of people who intentionally want to do harm, intentionally want to hurt. I think the majority of people are just scared and just have preconceived notions and just are afraid to communicate. And I think that it's been done intentionally. But in the 50 years that I've been on this planet this time around, I have come to realize that the one consistency in the universe too is that everything always tries to find balance. Temperature, volume, liquid, everything is always trying to find balance. So potentially I think that if there's a person born that is good as can be, then there's also going to be a person that's born as bad as can be. Very rare, but like everything else, there's a gray, we're all shades of gray. There's no good people, there's no bad people.
It reminds me of that spectrum.
Shit. There's a spectrum
that you talked about,
yeah, there's a spectrum. It's we're all trying, and we're all trying to learn, and some people are trying harder. Some people think they already got it all figured out, and they're usually the ones that are spreading the hate.
The ones that I've noticed resistant to change. They're resistant to change if it involves them having to change something about themselves, whether it's idea or anything.
Right.
Because I noticed that with just former bosses. I'm just like, you can have conversations up to a certain level, then it's like, oh no, in my days we didn't do that. when there can always be insight into there's always a window to learn. There's always a window to learn.
Yeah.
Which makes me think about how do you feel about the concept of oh, you're only wise when you get older. Because I personally don't think it applies to age.
No, there is no correlation with intelligence and age. I'm sorry. No, there is not. I have met some of the smartest young people and some of the dumbest. I mean, just let me tell you, no. Nobody has the title for sure. I think that some of the most intelligent people that I've met are also the most damaged. I think that drama and trauma and experience tend to cause a lot more reflection, cause a lot more to see the yin and the yang. I talk about the balance again, but if you have something bad happen to you, all of a sudden you have an appreciation for all the good stuff that has happened to you. And when you come back around, you can appreciate, again, being on top. I've sacrificed and moved and done a lot of things and put it all on the line. I've lost everything. I've gotten it all back. And then I've lost it all again. But I do not have any regrets. I have a lot of sad turns of events, but I think that everything happens for a reason. And it's those traumas and that hardship that is going to make me a better person.
Yeah.
And has made me a better person. And I just try and continue to move forward with that. Age and intelligence. Definitely, I think that you get a lot more perspective the longer that you have lived.
I have the concept of like experience.
Yes,
like experience is the
experience.
best.
It's just experience. Just because you've spent more hours doing a thing, that's all, right?
Makes sense. Like
Yeah.
my brother, 2 years older than me, he walked before me. He got the experience down of walking by the time I was coming out the womb. So he knows how to walk. He knows something about walking.
Exactly that. Yes. Just the full spectrum.
Yeah.
Full spectrum. We're nothing but animals anyways, and like you see an animal, you see a dog, there's smart dogs, and then there are
Interesting
dogs.
Well, we don't try to call the animal something. Interesting.
That's your tail. Stop it. That's your tail. No, that's yours. Okay, whatever. Have fun.
I've seen that a lot of times.
I had this one dog who couldn't back up. Could not back up. Just did not understand the concept. Their life was fully in front of them.
Wow.
They had no concept of behind, so they would walk themselves into like a little tight spot, and they would just be like, bark, 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 bark.
Yeah.
And just be like, turn around.
And they're like, "What is that?" It's like the dogs with the stick, like, and through the threshold of the door.
Oh, the doors that are.
They're like, "Well, why? I'm trying to get
Smash, smash. Yeah, exactly. Yep. True story.
Yeah, that's so real.
Being here on this property, there's a lot of wildlife for sure, with sprawl continuing out all over the place. The animals have just become more accustomed to being around us, and they've decided their dietary restrictions for cats and dogs, I'm sure has increased just a bit. There's 5 or 7 hawks that just hunt around this area as a pack. And we've caught them when we're out letting the chickens roam in their little chicken grater. Yeah, the wildlife out here is amazing. The javelina, coyotes, bobcat.
Oh, the bobcat.
Wonderful.
Haven't seen the bobcat.
No, they don't. There used to be one that lived over in the corner over here. But they took off. Doggy's barking too much.
And what kind of person are you in terms of your relationship to the land and the animals? Because I know there's a lot of people who are like, oh, chasing all the animals, laying out pesticides and stuff.
We all live together. What do you expect them to do? We're going into their land, their property. They deserve to be here too. I believe in live and let live, as long as they don't mess with the doggies that we have here, and everybody seems cool. Yeah, no, it's a beautiful land, and very blessed to be stewards of the land for this little bit. We all have chance to plant a tree for the next generation, and that's what we should be doing. We should be making the land better for the next generation, not over mining, stripping, and blowing up and whatnot.
Because what are we trying to
Poisoning
find?
the water for our kids.
Yeah.
Why not? Just
Yeah.
be able to get together and become the one again. You know, it might take a couple generations, might take a little bit of time, but you know, anything is possible. And why the heck not?
Plant the seeds, grow the trees.
Plant the seeds, grow the tree, right? It's like we plant the seeds now, and who knows how many generations. Finally, they had planted that tree, and they got the seeds from that one, and planted that other tree, and planted those seeds from that one, and then all of a sudden that tree, it's got the best apples around.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes me think when I was a kid, the first house I thoroughly remember living in, we had a pecan tree right outside. And so the pecans would fall, and my mama would sometimes gather pecans and had a pecan, or like, you know, those little silver nutcrackers. And we would just like sit there with a plastic bag open and just crack open pecans.
Ooh, that's beautiful. That's
And
beautiful.
you know, it never dawned on me as a kid that, you know, that was planted. I mean, that tree was planted. They put a gate in between, like, or like right next to, like, I think the tree was on like our property, but it was a tree out of nowhere. It was like in the middle of the driveway, in the middle of like these two land masses, and then it was gated off, like, right. It was just like, come on, those tree root systems need a little bit more space. Why would y'all put a gate right here? But anyways, it makes me think of what you just said. Like, yeah, people before us plant seeds, and so that we can reap, so that we can reap the benefits, and then, like, why not do the same to the next generation?
Cookie daddy.
Oh, no wonder it smells so good.
So I think the ones that are like sharper have peanut butter in them.
Oh,
Well, you can have anything though.
I want the peanut.
Very brittly.
Yeah, I think I just had a peanut butter filled one. Beautiful. It was nice.
Yeah, brittle. Yeah.
How's it going in here?
Oh, having fun, having a little talk, little philosophizing,
Yeah.
and cooking.
Cool, baby. Heard you talking about growing a tree. You have grown a lot of trees, including your beautiful family, baby. I love you.
Love you, Daddy. That's so sweet.
Yeah, what trees have you grown?
On the property?
Yeah.
Oh, we have planted.
And how
apple.
long ago?
Huh?
I was like, and how long ago? What's been that journey?
Oh,
Keeping them
wow.
alive.
Got this property in 2016, and been working on it ever since. Wood chips and tons of fertilizer, compost, and wood chips. Yeah, all that to say, apple, pear. I think the pear's passed though. There's peach. There's 3 pistachios. A couple plums. Lemon, orange. Grapefruit. And a ton of poppies.
Poppies.
Poppies right now. Yeah.
We have to take a garden day and just go around and see them and thank them and
Planted a couple mesquites and one of those a jojoba tree. One survived. They're very finicky. They grow so slow. But one of those. A ton of grapes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
I remember you
Grape
talking
stuff.
about the grapes, and then seeing them all just intertwined now.
Oh, I was out there watering, and they just started to bloom. So here come the leaves again all of a sudden.
Oh, MG, we getting into this short spring.
And I'm also needing another trim. Got to trim that sucker. Oh well, we do what we can do. Always something to do around here.
There's always something to do. Yes. Last batch of cookies.
Last batch of cookies.
Yay.